and I've got even one GM. I baru start with my slide. I know I put the emotional intelligence, EQ, and baru I buka mulut bercakap, okay? And he was like, EQ is not emotional intelligence, it is emotional quotient. And I'm like, okay. So, but I controlled the situation actually. And I was like, thank you, I agree with you. Yes, you are right. And
Di office kau bos. Di sini saya bos.
Uy, terus dia tidak kena bayar, geng.
Hi, my name is Hannah, and you're with the Sip Sip Show. The Sip Sip Show.
Hey, what's up? Selamat kembali ke The Sip Sip Show, menghapus jarak antara community. My name is Egan. Chris
I'm
is here.
Chris.
And
Very special guest.
very special guest.
Sebelum
Very
kita sampai
important.
itu special guest, Sip Sip Show is brought to you by
Globes dan Berhad. Oh my god.
supported by the KKFF. Shout out to Alter for the lights, Egan for the sound, Chris for the editing.
Thank you, Chris. Habis?
Habis.
Okay.
Okay.
Tonight, this evening, kami punya guest sangat powerhouse.
Agree.
That was the first thing that went into my head.
Egan panik ah.
When-
Tadi dia tanya saya, apa semua tanya dia? He freaked out.
because I feel like I kind of know this person, but I don't know this person. We always like terberjumpa in events and like hi bye bye, and yeah, we know of each other, but we don't really know each other. Whoosh. So tonight, gitu, we are made with. Okay, such a nervous.
Why are you nervous? I'm the one nervous.
Marianne Kiob. It's weird saying that name. Sangat bangai saya punya better half. So Marianne.
Yes.
What do I call you?
You can call me MK. Yeah.
Itu,
So it doesn't sound weird for you.
it's very weird because that's Americans on my mom-in-law.
Oh, your mom, no, yes. True.
Okay, this is going to be an awkward night, so Tepa, it's okay. So, okay.
Yes.
We were how do we start this? I know you from I guess from my childhood, because growing up I have another cousin yang nama dia pun dekat-dekat sama juga, Marianne.
Yes.
Yeah. and you guys are very close. The two families are very close. And that's how I think your mom came into the picture. And it's always those Christmas yang selalu berjumpa, and I know this family ada siblings yang cantik-cantik. Yang kenapa? Diorang sudah sampai kah? That family, diorang sudah sampai kah? So I feel like your family is very colorful,
Very,
kan?
very vibrant too.
Can you bring us into this circle of people yang how was your upbringing?
So when you earlier said kan powerhouse kan, terus macam bapak lu sudah si punya ketiak like apa powerhouse nih? And then now like we start off with families and whatnot. Yes, we go way back lah kan. And then Leanne is very close to my sister's side. And I think we grew up in the same circles juga. And KK is small.
Sure.
Kau buang batu, saya kenal pula. And then it's like, jaga kau kawin ni orang jaga kau berboyfriend sama ni orang
Basah
nanti
pitas
bersaudara.
But you guys are from Tambunan?
But we're from, so my dad is from Tambunan, my mom is from Penampang.
Oh, okay.
So we grew up with my mom telling us, jangan kamu ada boyfriend from Penampang. Because we wouldn't know if saudara or
Hello.
not. Yes, and hello. My other half is from Penampang. Tapi check, no family relations or whatever. But his father was actually my mom's childhood friend. So that's how, like, these
Sana-sana sila.
stories, yeah, sana-sana saja. They grew up together in the hospital quarters in Queen Elizabeth. And then when my mom saw my husband, my boyfriend tapuk-tapuk at that time, one glance at him and then she was like, anak si Lawrence adok ka to. So I was like, oh, cannot tapuk anymore. So yeah, so that's how the introduction and how how he came into the family lah. Yeah. So like you said, even Leanne's family, we've seen actually everyone grow up, and with your kids too.
Yeah.
I've seen your girls grow up and they went to the play school. So tidak lari juga kan?
Kan, betul.
Sini-sini juga.
Your parents are the real OG. Yang original punya powerhouse. I mean, your dad drive helicopter.
Bukan drive batu. Fly.
I know, like, you see? You see how I'm relating? and your mom is like the backbone of this whole education system yang sangat until today I feel like tidak banyak orang dapat ikut. And you're a product of this two huge individuals. How is it growing up with Captain Naru and your apa nama panggil dia di school?
Mary.
No.
Mima. So, growing up in a house full of girls lah. Kesian my papa. But he's our,
And kesian Primus.
So there's four of us girls and my brother, and my dad has always been, the calm after the storm. So the storm is my mom lah. Yeah, but it balances our upbringing. Yeah. So my mom has been in the education system, preschool. And then growing up, she would tell us like, kamu jadi cikgu lah, jadi cikgu. And all of us like, tidak mau. Because we grew up, our house dulu di bawah is the preschool. That's how it started off. And then after that, atas is where we live. And then I would wake up to alarm clock kan, kids crying. Yeah.
Di mana ni?
In Hilltop dulu. The where Mary Kay Play School was, the initial school.
So that was your house?
Yeah, that was our house. The initial first, it's a semi-D. So eventually she took up both of the semi-Ds, the detached houses. And then, sana di bawah was school, and we lived on top lah. Okay. And so all of us, our first job was already like teachers lah. Teachers yang bangun pagi and
Mau tidak mau.
Mau tidak mau tolonglah sampai pandai cakap Cina, pai toi, because like yes, line up.
Okay.
And so I think that upbringing for me led me into, tidak lari juga. And I end up training now, but training adults lah. Even though they seem macam maybe a bit harder to handle, but at least I can always say they're adults. They can decide on their own. Macam tu lah. So in that household, my childhood is pretty much different. I think if we can say for the norm. We grew up in the helicopter hangar Sabae dulu kan, lari-lari sana, and I grew up attached to my dad lah. a lot, and he would often bukan outstation, but when we were in KK, he was stationed in Sandakan. So my family uprooted everybody and then moved to Sandakan. But I would move to Sandakan first to be with my dad. And then after that, after Sandakan was Tawau, and then after Tawau, adalah macam ping-pong here and there. And I remember also growing up macam my father had to keep his baju yang paling bau di dunia for me to singut-singut buang rindu lah. That's how it was with the constant travels in the family. And then from there, we traveled. We had a lot of activities, like 5 kids, where you want to let them kasih release energy, kan? I bet I'm the one to drive my mother crazy lah.
Okay.
Second child syndrome. But yeah, so that's early childhood, and the memories that stuck to me the most was our trips to the island, because we had a good family friend that we would travel together with, and they had Sipadan resort. So macam saya punya playground di island lah. Yeah. So, and it all built up that adventurous punya how to say it instilled the adventurous in me lah. Ngam kasih cakap macam tu. So growing up, if I were to say not doing anything or doing just like, I cannot sit still. So maybe itulah how my parents maybe handled my undiagnosed ADHD. So ada saja mau buat, ada saja mau panjat pokok. So another story is we had a big flame of forest tree. I don't know if you remember sending your eldest, siapa sudah nama tu? Hana to Mary Kay. There was this big tree in front of our gate.
I think I remember.
Okay, so me and my siblings after school memang pulang rumah buang bag, and then we would belumba to the tree, panjat pokok with our Enid Blyton books. So we had our branches. Nasib kami kecil-kecil lah kan, can hold our weight. So we would be there sampai patang, and then you can hear my mom screaming already lah from inside the house, like, why are you all not back in the house yet? Girls have to jaga kaki kan, if not banyak pilat-pilat.
Constellation.
Nanti kena gigit nyamuk lah kamu semua tu. So it was that. It was a lot of reading. We could read anywhere. You buang us anywhere on the plane, whatever. We would I remember just constantly growing up reading lah. Yeah.
I would imagine that your parents are very supportive, because that story explains why the house in Tambunan has a tree house.
Yes.
Cantik lagi tu.
Ya, cantik, modern. Awas dulu tiada ranting je. Yeah. So you would also find us in like the longkang in the.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and that's how we, if not kena hanger, kena pukul hanger, kena ambat, whatever she finds closest to her. Sorry, mom. But yeah, belum lagi siap homework sudah di luar. Yeah. So.
Okay.
But I can't say for all my other siblings. That's just me.
Siapa yang paling kena manjat?
Guess. Please guess who?
Oh, Primus.
Yes. Sorry, Mus.
Okay.
No, but then again, he has 4 sisters also. So, yeah.
Semua memang backup dia lah.
Always.
Naturally.
Yeah.
I want to ask, because your dad is a pilot, kan? So do you have access to the aircraft? Like, kamu boleh terbang bila-bila? Is it like that? Atau
Yeah. Yeah.
because they have access to like things yang a normal Sabahan would just dream of ni.
That's why I say our childhood is crazy, kan?
Yeah.
Out of the norm.
Terbang what?
He So that was at this one point. There was a Karambunai punya New Year's party. So flying there, memang empty cargo because I don't know, he had to bawa banner or something. So to go there, we naik helicopter with him lah. I don't know safe to say or not, but then he's retired, so never mind. That and this one was another scary trip lah. It was our time dulu. Actually, it was our last family trip in Sipadan. So at one
Oh, you guys
point-
flew there?
No. Leading to that.
Oh,
So we went there holiday, and I think my brother Primus was only 2-3 years old, and so we had a pirate scare. So I think this was about maybe 94, 95, if I'm getting my timeline right lah. So we had a scare. One of the boatmen actually spotted a lanun, a pirate punya boat, and he came back and then he told like everybody. So the whole Sipadan Island. So we had a lot of macam operators there, and then everybody ended up macam have to shut down gensets lah.
okay.
So us being the families with kids, we were like pushed, and this is like tengah malam. So we pushed into like the middle of the island. Sana lah, and some of us were clueless. Kami masih main-main lagi and all. We didn't know the severity of it, of what pirates can actually do, because there wasn't any cases of kidnappings yet. So the mothers would be the first the first circle of security around us lah. And I remember them holding brooms, holding shield talks. So I guess the shield talks and the lighter is like weapon. So it's like MacGyver ni right in front of my eyes, but it never came to
So
that.
ini this is like the mode yang apa saya boleh ambil untuk pukul anak saya.
It turned
bertukar into
security,
Ini bila?
self-defense.
When was this? How young were you guys?
I think I was about maybe just 10, 11
Gila,
years
that
old.
stays with you. Man.
Yeah, so
So this is before Sipadan was like
before
off
the
limits
first
after hours.
Before
Okay.
it, we could have people apa tu
Boleh tidur sana lah.
masih boleh overnight sana at that time. So we in the middle lah, and mom is there, and then the men were the outer defense layer lah. So kalau kau main game, kau nampak tu kan your defense system macam mana.
Sims.
Kau ni Sims. So the men were out there, so they could they had to like take whatever weapons they could carry. I remember like vaguely lah, people holding parang and maybe chainsaw, something like that lah.
Scary, yeah.
So it was some scary too. So but then it was just the pirates passed by. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Kamu nampak lah.
No. Kami di tengah-tengah jungle kan.
Kan yang
Like-
kill all the
Oh.
lights and everything.
Yeah, killed
So
all the
you
lights. We
don't
couldn't
know
see anything when we had to be like really, really quiet. So can you imagine who yang balik-balik kena cubit mama? Like, yeah, diam kamu, you know?
Oh, you
So,
guys were not like, is this serious? Is this? Masih ada tu main-main punya video lah.
masih lah, like, what to do there? Like, kids cannot sit still bahkan for like, I don't remember how long we were there. But I just, like emotions with you, you remember the fear. So the pirates actually just passed by lah. Just passed by. And then, so my mom was like, Naru, you get us out of here tomorrow, And then it really freaked my mom out because Primus was really, really young then. And then, so we flew out from the island lah on a helicopter. So it leads up to your story on our chopper rides and whatnot.
Those like good benefits.
Yeah. But
But those like only time was an emergency situation lah kan.
emergency lah, yeah. So,
Get to
but
the chopper.
on a happier note, when we got married,
Yeah,
like,
I want to hear this story. I want to hear this story.
like I was the first in the family to get married, and luckily my dad was still flying at that time. So people come in lah, nice kan pakai mes semua kereta. That's no. Mine is helicopter. Betul mirah.
Bro, dust off, flex. Nothing can top that one.
Oh my gosh, but yes, that's
Saya order
the
Grab
perks.
dulu dia kan.
So it wasn't only me. So Michelle had a chopper, May as well. By the time Imus, my dad retired sudah.
It's okay, bro.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah. So that's the. I think.
Can you
perks
put like
of-
cricket sounds there? Sorry, Mos.
Yeah. So when you say powerhouse, like, how do I live up to that for my kids? Kan? Like, wow, they had an amazing, we had an amazing adventure. So I try lah to also have some of that adventure and memories for my kids. And Yaya,
Yes.
kan? So Yaya is 20 now. So
I think
her-
if people saw the video, the whole Malaysia knows. Yeah.
yeah, the singing gymnast.
Yeah.
So her childhood, I pretty much also shared with her our experiences growing up in the kampung. So whenever we went to Tambunan, it's memang masuk tabasan lah. Yeah, and I'm really like appreciative lah to not just both my parents, but my uncles, my late grandfather, my Baki. He would bring us, masuk tabasan. We tolong the kerbau beranak, all that. And we name the kerbau and then end up Kaubi 1, Kaubi 2, Kaubi 3. Not creative at all with names. Yeah, and I remember like playing in the fields. I think I was pretty small lah because the padi already this high and I was as tall as the padi. And then lari-lari sana and jatuh inside. And I tell you that air, what do you call that air in the tabasan?
Irrigation.
No lah, where the padi is lah. Is so gatal.
Oh.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
I don't remember if got pacat or linta or not, but memang ada lah. So my Baki took me, it's okay. And I think I learned calmness from him because he's like, it's okay. Nangis lang, begitu. And then, yeah, he would bring me and just cuci. And then after that, next thing you know it, we're riding the karabaos already. Yeah. So he would put guni on the karabao. And that's my childhood memories lah. Like betul-betul land, sea and air.
Yo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Top that.
Yeah, but thank you. Like I didn't expect coming here to talk about like my childhood and whatnot, and reliving all that was like now lah macam yang wow, I appreciate my childhood very very much lah. Yeah. Belum lagi bergaduh sama adik-beradik. Yeah.
And saya terus imagine saya punya anak-anak and the kids yang I know now with gadgets. I mean, in a way it's good. In another way it's really really bad. But reminiscing your memories, bila kau ingat semua tu kan, there was no existence of these things dulu. I mean, even the phone is an event ni untuk kau buat apa tu? Sabi mo call mommy. Dan semua bercakap di phone yang kasih pas. And that was technology for us. And now it's
Atau
like
berkayut tengah malam. No. Hey, you also had that zaman, okay?
Woi. Kalau cerita pasal bergayut kan, it's like if you have the privilege of bergayut at a certain time, meaning the rest of the gang tiada. So they have to wait their turn. Terus yang, kenapa kau bully? So macam, kalau kau bully, terus kau tiap bagi cerita orang lain, terus besok kena report ni.
Yes.
Mei, si Gen begini. Oh, dia ada girlfriend. Woi, mati, sial.
I know. And then the phones dulu, like, we didn't have anything personal to us. Everything was shared, kan?
Yeah.
So, like, if the phone at home, like, imagine lah, kesian my dad. 4 girls at home.
Oh, man.
Sampai yang, berjurut ba? Teto siapa lagi yang calling ni? And my dad sampai yang, Hello, balai polis.
Korang kena ke yang the number kena lock tu?
No. Being scared of my mom, like kena warning pun, like okay lah, jarak sikit lah, sekejap.
Kau pernah kena sound di phone oleh Captain? Must be traumatizing.
No lah,
Kau tahu jam berapa ni? Pukul 11, uncle.
Jawab dengan jujur lagi.
he favorite. Yeah, oh my god, 1999. So how long ago was?
Can we go there?
Yeah, or phone calls yang you don't want to talk to that guy anymore, so you have sisters to back you up, and then you don't know what dorang punya alasan lah. Just tell I'm mandi. Oh, just tell.
Something lah,
And then so end up my father yang angkat phone kan. Yeah. Oh, si Marianne mandi. Oh, uncle bersih betul anak ko, uncle. Dari tadi lagi siya call dia mandi. So I don't know which sibling like they have been using the same alasan lah.
Like paling ketara lah, just cakap mandi. Empat pun mandi.
Yeah.
Bulan sudah ni.
Yeah. So now with the kids and the gadgets, I don't think they get to experience that lah. Kan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they have their own adventures digitally, physically. I mean, in respect to the generation now. But ours is just weird that time because we were in a threshold in between kan.
Teknologi baru mau start.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're
Masih ada
like,
telegrams.
no, masih ada public phone, okay, yang
Oh
YouTube.
yeah.
The asterisk and the
Lambat habis duit.
I don't know if it actually works. Ada yang pakai, the paper clips yang to tahan the money or something. That one, I think that made our generation innovative lah.
I could
Yeah.
never get the punching thing right.
What punching?
Yang nak kasih ikat.
Ganas
Oh,
juga.
kasih masuk duit
Yeah,
tarik balik.
tarik balik.
Bukan tu main game siya ka tu?
Tidak, payphone pun dapat.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's like kita macam dapat macam senang je, ting.
I have an older cousin yang kerja telekom dulu, and he has this sack of copper coins yang mimic the $1 RM1 punya coin tu. So banyak bah untuk test public phone. Kami ambil lah.
Oh
wow.
my god.
Banyak yang boleh pakai. So, yes, RM1 betul. 20 sen pun macam kaya.
Korang sempat ke yang phone card dulu?
I think phone card was just for a while kan.
Or was that like a federal thing, not so much a state thing?
No.
It was a state thing, tapi tinggal orang juga lah.
Maybe that untuk budak orang kaya ni. We're like sen-sen je.
Ya,
20
betul.
sen you can
Betul.
tahan like half an hour punya talk. It's like, woo!
Ini the phone cards I found in my cousins punya tempat. Yang ini yang cousin yang have ya cousin lah kan. Sampai
God.
diorang bikin jadi album lah.
Wow,
Ya,
begitu banyak phone cards.
banyak ni yang sama Harit Iskandar punya muka.
I went for the phone card because kau tidak payah mau queue and you don't have to double guess kami ada shilling masuk ke tidak.
Oh.
Kadang-kadang klik duit saya.
Hilang.
Iya.
Angus.
I never went to phone card. You got atas-atas
Tidak lah, it
maybe.
was more like desperation kan. Macam mana buat call?
Maybe it depends on where you were because in college it was betul-betul shilling and I have a phone booth right in front of my house last time.
So,
Sedis sini.
Kalau bergaduh sama the sisters mau bergaya tu ada phone di depan and it's only one phone, right?
wow, serious?
Oh, apa dia call telekom?
I have no idea. Yeah, my mom has superpowers. So
Why? Because kamu
I don't know.
Ada ni budak-budak selalu
Yeah.
padahal anak dia man.
kaya
Wow.
wow. Kombos.
Yeah, like maybe not safe juga lah. Tengah malam, you sneak out of the house, kedapatan dan bertelefon tengah malam. You don't know. Like the sense of security last time was
A lot relaxed.
relaxed, like compared to now. And then I think that made us, we know about the tricks and whatever of it can, like what people can do. So like our generation, the millennials lah, the parental punya generation yang will not say no to the anak, yeah, because maybe we've had enough of hearing no's dari dulu. Yeah. That's why anak-anak manja.
Kita buat kah, kita tidak buat kah, dia marah juga tuh. Buat je lah.
Yeah, baja. That's why we tahan tukul.
And I feel like your house punya area at that time, dekat sini lah betul, kan?
Yeah, Hilltop is
saya
just right
langsung
there. Yeah.
This is like the end. Because after this is like City Mall punya area kan?
Yeah.
Tiada apa-apa tu sana.
Yeah,
Like this is the end of KK.
Yeah.
Hilltop.
Yeah.
Baru
So-
So this is like kau tinggal sana.
Yeah,
Ujung-ujung
Hilltop.
sana. Padahal sekarang besar.
Ya, dok mana highway dulu kan?
Tidak.
Yeah, highway.
Tidak.
Yeah, I think that was the last route for bus 915. Yeah. Naik bus kan PKK. So you, like paling last kena hantar, paling first kena ambil or something
Oh.
like that.
I want to go to your relationship with the now husband.
Then now I don't have before husband.
Let's clarify that.
What is interesting about these two families kan, what I observe lah, is this one family, the Kiobs, are very, very loving, very welcoming,
you.
very warm
Thank
people. And to think you would be with this other
Warmer?
Yeah.
Warmer.
Yang kau jumpa yang, wait a minute, yang logik kan ni, like you always find people yang, oh ini family gini-gini, oh tapi laki dia ada sikit problem ke apa. But this one kan, what I see is like a persatuan dua family yang sangat hallmark card. And to think kamu punya Christmas kan tu yang bukanlah bilang I wish I had that, but it's always this is what I think. I don't say I wish I had that because you are very welcoming. Kalau kami di sana kan, we will feel like we are part of the family. That's how crazy it is. And his mom is like super
Nice.
Terus you don't know, like ini dua mama kenapa begini kenapa sangat happy lah.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your story with this two families? I mean, kamu punya kerja lah ni.
Yeah, I mean,
Can you share some
I
thoughts?
think both our moms have such big hearts. Yeah.
Yes.
And then, my mother-in-law brought up like 5 kids as well. So my side is also 5 kids. So I think when you say we're welcoming is that we already have so many people in the family kan. So what's wrong with more? So I guess that's why we're welcoming, and our upbringing has always been loud. So
Oh, yes.
the numbers don't
The thing is, the
don't
loud
make a
kan,
difference.
the loud has harmony.
Oh, not my family, his family. Okay.
Oh, that's where they come in lah.
I was rhythm lah, boleh menari lah, okay lah.
Oh my God.
They all punya is like perfectly like yeah. So the harmony is there. Yeah.
I won't mention them. Nanti we'll have our own time. Now you have kids, and Yaya is super talented.
Yes, she
I
is.
guess congratulations for everything yang kami nampak in social media. What's the story behind that? Is it just you alone atau
No,
the whole village?
The whole village. So when they say it takes a whole village for a child's upbringing into a positive environment. That's what it takes, not just the parents, but the grandparents. And then Yaya has seen like, hardships. We actually moved back into our my in-laws' place, and we had time with my late father-in-law, and she would be there, and he was on a wheelchair at that time. So she's seen how it's not just, glitz and glamour for a family and everything like social media or whatnot, but she's seen the struggles. And she's seen the struggles of us young parents growing up, not knowing what to do. And I thank God, my mom is there, my siblings are there. When I'm like, we're in search of, apa business mo buat? What to belajar? So I ended up like studying while working, and my mom would always say like, "You're still young. You want to study? You go. I can jaga the anak." And Yaya understood that. So during hardships and what she has common sense lah. This girl. Kan kolopis always banjir and whatnot. So at that time when we were there juga, like Yaya would be the one with her dad to bawa naik ke atas ba bila air naik, and then we would bring our father-in-law upstairs.
Yes.
So I think kids nowadays, they need to go through all that to know that life is not just, how to say,
Sunshines and
success. Yeah,
rainbows.
it's sunshine and rainbow and success and all these things. And no lah. But they have to see the struggles because when they're adults, they know or how to navigate through their own struggles lah. Yeah. So it's pretty much a lot. Yeah. And it's always good to keep the kids grounded. Like for Yaya, I also push lah, like I see the talent, and I somehow channel my mom ni yang how she brought us up dulu, swimming lah, karate lah, apa lagi we had dance, singing never. But
Dancing, okay.
we had all that sports, and I end up kayaking with my dad, like all these other sports. My dad sent me to Outward Bound School. So even for the upbringing of my two girls, I make sure they have adventure. Also, they have sports and some music punya elements or lessons lah. Okay, music lessons, like you, art and all, is how they channel their emotions and how they're not just on gadgets all the time. They need to do something with hands. And then, so my anak dua-dua crochet, do art, and play the piano. Sports, you would instill macam, you don't win all the time. So when you have sports, instill some sports lessons ka apa, the sportsmanship is there ba. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and that's life. Kan? So I guess like, nasib lah, maybe I did it right with the support of, my husband and parents, in-laws, and my siblings. Yeah. Cousin pun masuk.
Betul.
Yeah.
The last time saya nampak Yaya was I think it was like some online videos of this talent show thing, and then saya punya birthday hari tu, Debbie's anak, and to see she's grown up, saya imagine anak saya.
Yeah.
Terus yang, am I ready for this? Yang I know yang kita berhabis mo, saya, you're going to grow up and I'm going to be proud of you, and then betul-betul dia grow up yang, holy shit, yang, am I ready for this? You've been through that.
Yeah.
Can you prepare me?
Oh,
Macam mana?
you
Macam
get
mana
advice.
ni?
Masa dia baka kukal. So when you saw her with that competition, the whole TV punya tu, that was 10 years ago. And thanks to Facebook memories, and baru a few days ago, I saw, oh my gosh.
Immortalized.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago. And now she's 20. She's studying law. And memang lawyer buruk lah in the family. Go study law. And be a proper one.
Okay.
So, how do I prepare you? Let them explore. Like what they want to do.
Let it go gitu.
No, not let go. Like kids, I tell you, like 16, and you have 2 girls. I have 2 girls, okay? So, girls 16 below, there's still some control that you must instill juga lah, just to guide them and whatnot. And then I remember when Yaya turned 16, and she knew what she wanted to do, but you know lah, us millennials, we're so like brought up with the perception yang maybe from our parents yang go jadi doktor lah, go science stream lah, you know, that's where you have to be science stream. I mean, I grew up with that lah. I wish.
Oh, and before that, join Undong Adaw.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Not me. I'm always behind
That's
the
always
bus.
like the auntie.
Yeah.
Join Undong Adaw.
Not me. Okay, my siblings maybe yes, but thank God I pindik, so tidaklah kena push.
Okay.
So I'm always behind the scenes lah. Like my sister one time crying like, I don't like my makeup, and then I tolong or whatever. Yeah, and then sana the makeup artist already, you know, giving me the side eye like, yeah. So that's what sisters are for, kan? So yeah, I push her for Sukandoi lah, not Undong Adaw.
Oh yeah, she can sing. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, when she was 16, and then she told us, Mama, I don't want to go science stream. I was like, why? That's the pathway, you know. And then no, and then she tell lah this whatever subjects, and I just want to do law, and I don't want to do admats and what. And then thinking back, like, oh my God, maybe I should have done that dulu and not take admats, you know. Yeah, but okay, listen lah. So some things you paksa, some things you just cannot paksa. And I said, but then you put your foot down, like, okay, if you want to do this, make sure you do it. Your intentions are there lah, kan? Don't put expectations, but you do it because you want to and because you know you can do it. So, and thankfully she did it. Yeah.
Is it also because she feels safe with you to tell you what she likes and what she don't like?
Oh, that takes a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So be ready.
I don't want to draw anymore. What?
No lah. But I mean, if it happens, can we draw together? I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I was pretty much, that's why I think I was a pretty much hardcore mom. And if I could turn back time, maybe just tarik sikit lah. But thank God it turned out okay. My anak is okay. Yeah.
Every time me and my wife would like, bukan bilang compare parenting styles. It's like, this mom and that mom, you will be in that list. Like, kalau kita boleh
Really? I'm on it.
bentuk, because that's why Mary Kay plays cool. That's why Koiso. When you mention all these names, kan, you would straight away understand that these places are good for kids because they're from this family. Ini bukan mau mengipas ke apa lah, but it's the facts. And I feel like even in that system, kan, there's one child. I don't want to give too much details. He has special needs, and the whole school is prepared for when that child comes to school, and everyone accepts him for who he is, and everyone is included. Terus macam, and that time anak saya punya birthday, so we had to go. That was the first time yang saya nampak everyone in action. Yang everyone knows how to react to this child. And I was like, I don't learn these kind of things in school. Like, oh, he's weird. Like, we stay away from that guy.
Yeah.
But this one is like, oh, he's weird. We need to love him more. So macam, the fuck is this, man? Like, sangat mindfuck. I'm sorry, our language di sini sangat
Yeah, we
French.
We're international.
So that's when I see there's something going on, ba? It's I'm not comparing schools. Also, lain tempat ada dong punya.
But you've experienced it. So
Yeah.
yeah. So it's a first-hand story.
It's a system where love is important, and you teach children with love. Not bila saya cakap love kan, oh it's because we're Christians. Tidak. In the school you have a lot of belief system juga. Ada Muslims, ada non-Christians, and ngam lah semua.
So I'll help you there. That part where accepting everybody, despite their differences. So my mom's motto for learning is children learn through play. So
Yeah.
at that age, you don't force them to learn, like paksa baca 1, 2, 3 and everything and all. So what she teaches them is first when you play, you have kindness, you have sharing. And then, so I think that builds up their social skills first. And also letting other kids know, like, okay, he's a bit different, but let's just accept him lah. Yeah. So my mom learned this through experience. Sorry, Sai, I'm going to share your story. Can I? Yeah, so growing up, okay, all of us are weird, okay? And recently I did a personality test, and the first thing that came out of that trainer's mouth was, oh my gosh, you're weird. And I was like, finally somebody understands me. But yeah, so growing up, my mom actually went into childcare was because of, not because of Sai, but because she understood how different every child is. So Sai actually, I think, could only like speak. Maybe now you have a proper term to say it, like speech delay.
Okay.
But at that time, like doctors didn't know what to do. Like balik-balik test telinga, like bobo kali anak ko ni, or something like that. So she didn't speak a word until she was 4. And then my sister May, they all 2 years gap saja, who was 2. She was learning everything my mom was trying to teach Sai. So May was like a little parrot lah.
Okay.
And Sai lagi like wants to learn, gets frustrated, and don't know how to channel her emotions lah. So it when you grow up like being misunderstood, you have a bit of that rage, and maybe that's why they're difficult. But my mom eventually like understood the situation, and then Sai now can't stop speaking.
Which is a good thing.
But normal pun, like, yeah, but the weirdest of us. But yeah, so my mom was actually worried lah. She maybe she was on a spectrum, but at that time you couldn't tell what it was kan. And my mom didn't have a play school then. We were in Sandakan, and my mom was working in the bank. So Sai would just play Lego after Lego after Lego, and my mom said, okay, this child is different. So eventually when we, so like I said, we can pindah-pindah. So when we moved back to KK, Imus was just a newborn and what. My mom decided to open a play school lah. And that's where she saw like every kid is different. Every approach to them is different. And we saw that. We saw that firsthand with some kids. Yeah. But eventually you give them, you nourish them, you nurture them, you love them. They would, yeah. Sai is a first case study, ba? But yeah, but we love you, Sai. We love you the most.
This is a very nice segue. So now we go to you. You're doing something now.
Yes.
Saya rasa macam lebih kurang.
It runs in the family.
Yeah.
Macam ada pattern kan?
Yeah. Cuba cerita. I let you introduce this thing.
Give a pattern. Something is wrong here.
So yeah, like I said, we grew up with the alarm clock in the morning, growing up with kids, screaming, and it's always during the beginning of the year. And then by the end of the year, we couldn't wait to go down and greet the kids and all, because they've already warmed up to us and whatnot. And then, so when my mom said, you'll become teachers now, no, we don't want. But sometimes, your mom, you should have just listened to your mom. But at the end of it took me, shit happened. A turning point to go to where I am now, and that's life, right? You get rejections, and then rejection is another redirection of life, and that's how I got into training lah. So we were meeting a lot at one point in IDS kan dulu for the creative industries punya project. Yeah, so what I did before was memang research and admin. And I boring, I pergi sini lah. Macam ping-pong juga. Cacing kepanasan kan. Macam giok yang tiba boleh duduk diam. So, but I actually understood why I'm like that. Okay. So, from there, do research. And then lepas tu, I was doing my DBA. Still doing my DBA. Please pray for me. I finished this year. Okay. I know Anne is also...
Congratulations in advance.
Oh. I mean, okay, and then DBA, and then Yaya was in Form 5, SPM, preparing Angel for Primary 1. So it was a pretty hectic year lah. And I would come home with all that expectation, like you said lah, powerhouse family, and my expectations for my family was like that high. So everything must be perfect lah. Yeah, sorry I drove you crazy.
Dia punya achievement is your achievements too.
Yes. So that was the beginning of it lah. And then somehow I realized I needed to breathe. I was struggling also. I wanted a fulfillment, but I was drowning. I don't know, at that time lah, yang, emotions running wild, stress kerja lagi and whatnot. So, spoke to my husband and I said, maybe I should just pause, take a break. And then I applied for sabbatical leave lah. Alasan also to finish my studies. And to help with my children with their studies. Okay, so I took sabbatical leave and then live the Thai life. Yang laki. And then he would be dan transfer. Yeah, but that tahan only for what? Few months, and then I got into this.
I would imagine. But wait. Okay, that was a few months. But leading to you deciding, kan? What was going through your head? It's a big jump.
I was throwing it to the wind. Let's see where it goes lah. Yeah. So I was actually happy. I mean, well, not happy, but just breathing for a while and actually had time with my girls lah. Because back then, when after COVID, work was just doom, and then outstation 2 minggu, come back 2 minggu. It was pretty crazy lah. And then if you're preparing your kid SPM lagi, and then one to masuk primary 1. Kau sudah pandai baca ke tidak ni? You know, it's like stress, okay?
Betul.
Like, I felt like I was failing as a mom. Macam that time lah. So I took a break. And then there was an opening at this non-profit punya organization. It looked good and what. Sekali saya masuk, okay, depressing pula. Yeah, but maybe because the timing wasn't right. So yeah, so after that I was like, what am I gonna do? And then I had another job, which the hours I lose weekends for it, but it was all data and whatnot. And they said like, okay, we need you. It was a consultancy job. It paid good lah because international company kan. So it paid good, but I didn't have time lagi, you know, weekends. So but then they told me, why don't you train our staff on data, on analytics and whatnot. So so sana lah, I went into the trainer course. So I think that was the my turning point was that training course, because it was a 5-day course. I went in, I thought it was like training ja. You know, you learn how to train, you learn how to become a teacher express, but teach adults. And then it was 5 days. Day 3, then I knew the last day, you have to do a presentation, like how you would actually train lah. And I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? Yeah, but a trainer was really good. And I think I owe David with this journey, this training journey lah. So from there, trainer. So fast forward. From data, I moved into data for emotional intelligence, because for me, I saw the gap in the workplace ba? Like, all right, you masuk kerja is based on skills kan, IQ and whatnot. Your apa tu? Your sijil SPM, PhD, DBA, whatever lah. Wow, atas lah, you know. And then after they promote you based on performance, right? But then the gap there is people didn't know how to handle stress or work conflict in the workplace. And that comes down to attitude problems at the workplace. Like as a manager, like kerja senang. If automated senang kan, you work with robots, but you don't work with robots. You work with orang. So I think that was the gap that I thought like, hey, if I was going through something that it was a turning point for me to see that there is a problem, you know, that should be addressed, that people didn't know how to manage attitude ba. Because people have emotions. So the problems at work, attitude problems. So how do you deal with that kan?
Yeah.
You don't just like bagi training, HR pun pening kepala, but then you don't come down to the root cause of it. So that's how I kena macam like it was a guided path for me. That's how I went into LPI, Leonard Personality Inventory, where I assess people. I think it comes naturally juga kan, nakal kan. So I would think of this one boleh apa ke tidak. So dulu memang analyze, ini boleh jadi kawan ke tidak, boleh pergi mainin playground ke tidak, you know, I guess dulu lah, yeah. So now I analyze people through LPI and then with EQ, and that has become the base of my trainings lah, for even leadership, communication and what. Because say you want to lead people, you lead diri sendiri pun tidak pandai, what's the use of it, right? To fix something externally, like at work, you must fix something internally too. So I think that journey for me to find myself, to understand myself, how I actually function, gave me the perspective that I can help people. So, like I said, I was burnt out. Memang dari awal like didn't know what to do sudah. So, I took a step back lah. So, in order to like do something, if you want to move forward, like people always say macam lompat jauh kan, you have to like you have to step back dulu, then you pew, and then you land as far as you can go. So I
Love the
guess
sound effect.
so I guess that's what I did lah with my life. I took a step back from everything, and in order to find my happiness, I found my ikigai. Yeah, you know, ikigai like
Your purpose.
yeah, my purpose. So ikigai is something you love, something what people needs, and something that I can do that I can get paid for. so
That sweet spot.
So looking at the problems before, that is how I feel like my calling is to help people come out from that. So not just at work, relationships too. And then, to na my first case study.
Not by choice lah.
Ada banyak case yang mau tidak mau di situ. Mau tidak mau terpaksa.
So the case study was, of course, my girls and whatnot. But I tell you, I am what do you call? A dragon mother. Like, yeah, dragon wife pun boleh lah. But now not. I hope not anymore. He's saying that because of the camera rolling.
Yes, dear.
No, but yeah, dulu World War III, maybe sampai World War X lah kami, But in order to change what was going on at home, what was going on with myself, I had to understand myself. And sometimes in order to fix things, some things need to change. And the change I realized was me. Yeah, so I looked within, and then when my trainer said, "Oh, you're weird," oh, thank you. So I understand like how I actually, how I function. So in that test, it's like how our phone ada bukan reset button lah, configuration system tu.
Factory default
setting semua tu, that. So when I did that report, I actually read my default settings lah. Oh, begini pula saya. I mean, I did a lot of personality tests. Like, kenapa bahasa ni? Why am I like this? What triggers me and what, So triggers are actually information, data on how somebody actually functions. So if you don't see that information and how to respond to it, it becomes negative lah, macam atomic bomb. So learning what triggers you and learning how to control it, controlling our reaction makes us a better person lah. So I would say that in my case study rumah tangga, I actually had to change first, and then I had to understand how he's wired. Yeah. So I'm a very highly creative person. So there's 5 elements to it in that LPI test. So we have O for openness. Openness is your creativity. And then we have neutral, someone who's very quiet, very nurturing and whatnot. And then you have somebody who analyzes. And then somebody who speaks a lot. These are dorang punya traits lah. And somebody who can just decide very fast. They're very decisive. So you can have a combination of them or one very high trait lah. So mine and his were like ice and fire. Macam tu. Always want to win at arguments. Like, no. Listen to me, macam tu. But I understand how he functions, and he likes to talk a lot. For me, dulu is like, oh my God, cukup lah. I've heard this a million times. But that's how his thought process is. So I know I have to kasih naik my nurturing punya trait tu lah. Because mine, in my report, is memang, if can, negative. Like I don't like to listen. Yeah, I don't like to listen because keras kepala kan. Right. So that's how I have to change first in order for my environment to be better, to control what I can control. And then of course you can't control people, right? So eventually, yeah, it's harmony, like you said.
We should join this course. Whatever she's doing. I know this is good, but do you find question? But do you find people yang, I don't need this. I know what. There's nothing wrong with me. It's always macam mana?
Orang lain bukan saya.
Ya, orang lain, bukan saya. I'm like this because dia yang selalu begini. Dia yang anak saya begini, laki saya, bini saya begitu. Dan bos saya begini. Saya punya staff buat yang saya fikir begini in a organization setting. So how do you tap into these kind of people?
So that's when emotional intelligence comes in. So in our culture, if I were to say like people who cepat terasa, I would say they have low EQ lah. Because usually what people say shouldn't affect you. It's what you think of yourself, right? So that is what is in your control. Like, yeah, dia begini, itulah saya begini. But if you had like analyzed, understood like where that person is coming from, and then you control your response to that, I think the situation could be a little bit better lah. Yeah. So that's where emotional intelligence comes in for me. We do it with EQ. EQ is the measurement of it. And that is why I like LPI and EQ, because they're like very cohesive lah. It's about behavioral patterns, understanding people. But first, if you want to understand people, you have to understand yourself, kan? Let's say in a work setting, okay, you hate your boss. Kan?
Okay.
I mean, it's normal.
The smile he's trying to hide.
But not here. Not here.
Untuk staff di BKK boleh kasih forward this part to
Skip.
whichever, kasih skip.
Contoh, okay, perumpamaan, contoh. I mean, we have feelings, we're all human, right? Okay, maybe not the boss lah. Or somebody in the office. It always happens like that. And then, masuk meeting, dia bernafas pun kau, saya benci betul, why is he next to me? Like, I hate the way he breathes, you know, like, bernafas pun, like, sebelah saya, like, you get irritated, right? But then if you have EQ, you know that your reaction or your response to it is your own control. And the thing is, okay, let's go back to boss lah. You don't like your environment, you can change your environment. Like, for me, for example, instead of like just quitting just like that. So when I took my sabbatical leave too, I decided to quit after that lah. Always pause first lah. Pause first and then think why you hate this person, why you hate this job, and then look within. Is it easier to change yourself or to change your boss? Which one?
Bikin surat layang, kasih hantar di department lain, umpat tu bos berhabis.
That's okay. That is the normal way. Yang kau benci betul and you gang up with your friends like terus membawang sudah. Gossip and what that. But that shows like, you know, we cannot control who we are. And you go video, but sometimes the repercussion is it gets backfired. Yeah, it gets backfired. So, in order to like, okay, untuk your own periuk nasi lah kan, you must work there. Say there's no choice, you must work there. So, the change is yourself first lah. Yeah, learn to accept, like, understand why he's wired that way. Why your boss kejap sejap teriak. And then I've gone through so many bosses. So many, and you have the cool ones, you have those yang memang emo punya lah, yang salah saja terus profanities come out from the mouth, and then but then if you analyze betul-betul, like you tengok, maybe he's just hangry. You don't know,
Yeah.
right? It's like, tanyalah, bos, kau lapar?
Kenapa?
Bukan mengipas, okay? Bukan mengipas.
Cukup bulaka.
Bulan puasa.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just changing yourself first lah, or understanding your boss. I mean, I wish I knew this when 15 years in the work industry from radio, and then from teaching to radio to IDS and all these other NGOs. It's learning other people's behavior and how you respond to it lah. Yeah.
Disclaimer, my boss is cool. To be safe. We understand that we work in a place where there are systems yang runs us. So between me and my boss and the other staffs, we work because there's a system yang sudah exist sebelum kami. So if we say we're happy or we're not happy, we're kind of stuck there. So the struggle is to change the whole system if we can. So sikit. I understand that it's not his fault or her fault. It's always like dia pun struggling juga. So we understand when
Ui, tinggi EQ kau.
Oh, yo.
saya beli training for trainers.
The big years.
I guess I empathize with the struggles
That's
of
the
other
word.
people.
Yeah.
Yang segregitan, ada certain people yang I don't want to mention. Bila kau offer things like this, oh bagus kau kasih ikut dia yang selalu masalah sini ni. Bagus kau kasih ikut dia. Padahal kan yang kau approach tu kan yang kau mau kah yang your intention is to bring this person yang maybe you can get some. Oh yeah, nah kau pergi. Kamu semua yang selalu kasih saya problem.
Yeah.
It's yang, no, you're kind of the problem here.
Yeah. So I know that the mindset or the culture is here when people recommend for training is like cari yang paling bermasalah. And that is why like they feel like terus yang insecure, inferior, like why me? Begitu. So it's usually you want to do it together.
Kan?
Yeah, do it together. And I like what you said tadi. The word is change. Yeah. So if you want them to change, you have to be the example for it first lah. Then change doesn't happen overnight. Yeah, like what I'm doing now, if can magic terus begitu, like wow, happy-nya saya. But it took what? Years. Yeah, it took years. And then work and, sometimes people just don't know boundaries and EQ comes in there because they may be upset at work because of problems at home that they don't know how to regulate dorang punya emotions sudah because they don't know what to do. They don't know how to rewire everything and that I hope that's where I come in, and then I teach strategies, talk first before like bagus ko pergi jumpa psychiatrist lah, and then people are like I don't want to say lah don't go doctor, but if you can talk to someone first, figure out what actually is wrong, and then go see a doctor, for help and some therapy. It's good, but I want to help you through that process because sometimes some people are in denial lah. Bukan saya, dorang tu. And the best way to do it is really LPI, like you understand yourself as, oh, begini pula saya. And people don't like to listen to the hard truth. Like you said, they only want to hear all the glitters and rainbows and whatever, like about themselves. But in order to change, they have to accept people. They have to accept what is wrong first. Yeah. So I did.
Nangis-nangis dulu lah.
Yeah, like oh
Sakit
begini
tu.
pula saya, like
Yeah.
I didn't know I'm mean. I know I am mean, but yeah. One thing that it's always a learning process for me. It's my expression lah, especially in meetings. If like I get somebody message
Itu
me.
saya faham.
Message me and fix your face, fix it. I'm like, okay, like because this is like subtitle. Like, sorry, yeah, subtitle like here.
You have the apa orang panggil RBF.
Yes, I do. So, but if I'm like happy all the time, like that,
Plastik kan.
memang gila lah. Sort. Yeah, but then, but there is Botox.
I wanna balik kejap.
Okay.
There's one more scenario. You get to have this company to come in for your training lah, korang kan? And this always happens with this certain government body. I don't want to say because it's so obvious. So dia datang, dia punya boss, dia punya ketua yang ada decorations lah. So dia duduk.
Ada paku.
Something like that. Mungkin thumbtacks, I don't know. So it's a personality test. So dia duduk sana. Just dia punya orang yang tanya dia, Tuan, begini, kau tulis lang. So dia datang to that course just to attend because he needs to attend because it's a group thing. So sama orang lain yang buat tu kerja. And in the end, the personality test is the stuff your personality test being done twice. Terus yang how do you
I've gone through that. I've gone through like professors coming in, like who am I ba? Kan? And then you have professors, and I have GM and CEOs. Like masuk the training is supposed to be just managers and whatever, and tiba-tiba you see the CEO, saya mau juga, but he wants to like begini. Yeah, weird kan? So this is a personality punya session, so people would want to talk about it. So what I did was it all depends on the trainers, I guess. I got them to actually do it. Like, okay, everybody here, if can we start at 0? Because whenever we want to learn something, you have to unlearn to relearn. Yeah. So
Nice.
that's what I actually do, and
kau
I
punya
actually
thumbtack, kau punya paku, kau tinggal dulu di pintu baru kau masuk ke dalam.
yeah. So like I said, problems in the workplace, it's not always the job itself, but the attitude. So when I talk about attitude, ego comes in, and whatever. We just have to what's that word? Level the
Playing field.
playing field. Yes, that's it. So I usually start it like that. And I've got even one GM, I baru start with my slide. I know I put the emotional intelligence, EQ, and baru I buka mulut bercakap, okay? And he was like, EQ is not emotional intelligence, it is emotional quotient. And I'm like, okay. So, but I controlled the situation actually. And I was like, thank you, I agree with you. Yes, you are right. And
Di office kau bos. Di sini saya bos.
Uy, terus siya tidak kena bayar, geng.
Sorry.
Yeah, but then that's the thing, you get like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? But then, can I control his response or his actions at the start of my training? No, I cannot. So I just have to carry on. I have to agree with him. It's not just young defensive, we are wired like that. Growing up, we are wired. It's a fight or flight punya apa. But it was like, yes, I agree with you. Thank you. At least somebody here has a basic knowledge of what I'm talking about today. You kasih up dia. Kipas. I wish I knew how to kipas dulu. Mungkin saya jadi CEO sudah. No.
This is where I see Mima coming in
Oh,
with difficult children yang okay, main dulu.
main dulu ya.
Then baru dia pull sikit-sikit, then baru discipline comes in.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of work. Yeah, and people think, wow, you do it so effortlessly and what. No, I just have to play by ear.
years.
Yeah, play by ear. I think it's all the, years of patience and whatever, and actually dealing with people like that, that made me comfortable with whatever situation I face lah. And always I say it's not about me, and it's not about them. It's just handling the situation, right? Yeah. So I hope like maybe yang paku-paku tu adalah can that can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, can we open for questions?
How else do you see yourself? How do you see yourself evolving in what you're doing now? For the next, whatever's going to happen next lah. What do you think you will go, or what you want to do?
I can tell you that I am actually evolving right now because I don't do cameras.
Natural kau pun.
Okay pun.
Macam okay je.
So I have my stuff here. My girls, Faiza knows me. Like, talking in front of 100 people, 50 people, I am okay. But once the camera is in my face and I'm like, yeah, like I don't know how to function anymore. Yeah, it's just weird for me lah. So thank you, Egan, for making this very easy for me. Like I know
This is what we do.
sweat already all over, but yeah. So yeah. So now I hope this is a step I have to apa ni macam growing pains lah juga lah ni kan in career punya perspective lah.
So the
like
staff is now going, yes, more TikTok videos.
yes. So yeah, leading to that, like boss, buat lah
Change is
video.
coming.
Change is
Boss, can
coming.
we buat video? I'm like, oh please.
Because I feel like this kind of approach, this kind of
Ideologies, no?
yeah, you realizing yourself, your space, your place in this whatever you call this, works best with TikTok. When kau scroll, then you see like ada this one quote yang you realize yang, oh, I'm fucking up my life. Like this thing can help me. Then I can see you guys doing that.
Really?
Even talking about what EQ is, or demystifying what EQ isn't. Stuff like that, like misconceptions.
Yeah, yeah.
Itu pun starting basic, simple je.
Paku-paku.
Yeah, well,
Yes, please.
Producer.
yeah. Now it's just when people talk about EQ, mental health, people like that. But to actually be
that's it.
aware of it and have, tools that can help you deal with problems in life, I wouldn't want to say problems anymore in my vocab, because problems, the more you think of problems, beranak pinak lah tu problems kan. So I would say, okay, what are our challenges today? So if you see it as a challenge, then you will come up with solutions. Like
Ada sudah. Ada topik sudah.
yes. So challenge video checked.
Yeah, that's like 30 seconds of videos. Content.
Ada sudah.
So like, yeah, you don't know how nervous I was, like, coming up here, like, makan pun tidak
nampak
boleh
tadi.
ba. Minum pun manis pun tidak manis, those. Yeah, but then, thank you, like, I think I was struggling before because, the persona or the expectation of
The unknown.
a person, like I have to be proper at all times. Like, you're a trainer, you must be proper. But then, like, with EQ, like, I would want people to accept themselves for who they are.
And I think with social media now, that one moves better, authenticity rather than
Yeah,
putting on the front.
yeah. To be an authentic leader, that is what I would like to advocate more of. You don't have to ikut-ikut lah orang. And I paling benci want to dengar like fake it till you make it. You know, ada lagi sound effect. Oh, sorry, but like cannot.
Tidak alasan tu. She has no more alasan.
She's the natural.
I just
Yeah.
cannot lah. Yeah.
I mean, do it in your own comfortable space lah. Your space of comfort.
Yes.
Look for the tree.
Yeah.
In it written books on the tree.
I know.
Dan kau gantung-gantung di pokok. So, right?
Yeah, kena pukul mama. Lepas tu sebab, you know, you're supposed to come back when the sun already turun.
Some of those trees are still there dekat the
bet.
basketball court.
I bet. That playground was our second home. And then if you see, like, we go back and see all those playgrounds before, we're like, oh my God. Apa ni? Hazard, or what do you call it?
Tetanus.
Safety hazard ba?
Tetanus.
God knows what lah. And how did we survive that jungle gym also? I don't know. Jatuh berapa kali. Now we let our kids play? I don't think so. Yeah.
See, Faiza ada opening scene sudah. So we're going to the playground.
Where I main panjat-panjat.
And the parade.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
started
this is
here.
the parit. This is the tree. This is where I become munyit.
And from that munyit,
Can we give you the floor to promote
oh yes,
this
please.
this thing of yours?
Yes.
Sila.
Silakan. Over there.
Sekarang kau perlu copy script sudah.
Yeah. How do I? No. Larry already that script. What do I want to say? What you want me to say again? Just short term memory loss.
Because this whole conversation, you have been kind of telling what the backstory of this company is. Now is your, I guess you can say it's a call to action.
Oh,
Like for those
okay.
interested, yang that person watching now, yang oh ini pekerja dia.
Okay.
Then how do you engage?
Okay.
How do you start?
Okay. All right. Yeah, so I would go to, if you feel burnt out, misunderstood, and you feel like, you know, you need to hit that reset button, I'm a call away. Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and see how we can deal with whatever struggles or challenges you're facing. Not just as an individual, it could be in a relationship or at a workplace. That's where EQ comes in to actually make us realize what our challenges are and how to fix it with proper tools, psychometric tools like LPI, and handle it with better EQ. Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yo!
So proper.
Without a script.
That is company.
I would call that number.
Not the Gilami. No, you have to be crazy to know the crazy.
Bill.
But I think that one is like sensitive lah. But crazy as in, you know,
Yeah.
happy crazy.
I mean, I guess for me to want your help, I would be crazy. Like I would have gone through crap in life, then realize like, oh, I need help.
Yeah. Everybody needs help. Don't be scared to reach out. And the thing is, I don't judge. We don't judge because when we do the test, it's data. We work on data, not just saya pikir kau memang begini. No, not that. Yeah.
So I guess if you have that one friend yang tidak mau mengaku dia ada masalah, then I guess this is your responsibility.
Aku macam partially triggered sir.
I think
Triggers
I
and
am. I
information.
think I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Macam shit, I need to fix something here.
I think
in
sometimes
me.
we do that with each other, but there's just like there's no guidance and we just talking to each other outright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always the first step, talking to a friend and what. But if you want to delve deeper to
Guidance.
actually understand what ticks you, what breaks you, or what motivates you, the report and understanding how you function, how you're wired, will push you in a more positive direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree.
So after this, we'll be talking about rates. So that won't be in the videos.
Yes. Anything else?
But should we talk about that? Like,
No. We do not talk about it.
okay.
Because I think this one is definitely something people take for granted.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I always think discovering yourself to understanding how you operate helps with how you operate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you need other people to operate with you, because we can't work alone,
Yeah.
so we need to understand how we operate first
Yeah, I learned
in
that.
order to get people to operate.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Agree? Because I learned that the hard way, lah. So like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I learned it the hard way, but now I can give you all shortcut.
Nah, siap.
Betul. Last words?
I know when I say emotional problem, attitude problem, people always think of women because like, oh, itulah dia, emo sangat. It's usually not a gender problem when it comes to emotional problem because we handle everything differently. But I have this soft spot for women because we get misunderstood a lot. And my flagship for my training is for women at work. So it's called WOW.
Oh.
And this year is the second series. Yeah, yay. Last year was so like, yay. I didn't expect it to go as well as it did.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a safe space for women. Like, I know there's so many NGOs and whatnot, they talk about it, but this is like a room of 20 women. Like, it's a safe space for them to understand themselves, see how they're wired, understand how they communicate with their personality, their strengths. And once they are able to communicate properly, don't you think they would be able to lead better? Yeah. So this is a series of a leadership masterclass that it is special for women at work. Yeah. So it's happening this 31st.
March?
Excited?
31st March?
31st March.
31st March.
So it's 3 days, 31st to the 2nd. Ni tiba-tiba my maths pun macam mo sot sudah. But yes, 31st March to the 2nd of April. Yeah,
Wow.
sign up cepat.
Yes.
Is there a wow for men? Kan? Like,
Coming soon, maybe?
It will be Mao,
no.
men at work.
No. It's about women at work,
Yeah.
but to the understanding of the men. Punya perspective.
Oh.
Because we have very little men understanding women in workplaces. Terus yang jadi macam,
By the one guy, I still think is men need to understand men first though.
yeah, but
Because if you don't understand yourself, you want to understand somebody else, I don't think it'll work though.
Yeah, but remember how I say like women cepat terasa and they're emotional about it because sometimes it's not about us. It's how we respond. And that's the strategy and tools that I would love for women to actually have that skill in the workplace to handle not just men, but women can be catty too at work. So in order to deal with the environment, they must deal with themselves first. Yeah.
I agree.
It's not just if they're facing problems challenges if you feel you want to push that reset button to be better, because I believe competition is not competing with other people, but to compete with yourself, to be the better version of yourself you were yesterday, So if they want to come and push that reset button to level up, yeah, why not come and discover a side of you, a version of you that you may not know, because data don't lie.
31st of March.
31st March.
Nah, sign up. Kita give the link below here lah.
Yeah. Apa tu kalau apa? Hit the subscribe button.
Yes, please. Kami punya subscribers sangat what?
I never do this.
Well, it's a start to your own one.
Start.
Ya, aku tiada TikTok kak. Tiada. Aku tiada YouTube kak. Oh my god, YouTube lagi lah.
Auntie, kau ada TikTok? Nah, ambil.
Auntie. Yes.
Well, she can start TikTok now.
Yes, I'm thankful to have, Gen Zs working with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So I guess we're good. We're good.
we're good.
Right.
Gulung dia.
That has been very eye-opening. Yeah. Eye-opening. Very. I didn't expect it to be this way. Then again, it's sip. It's always like what, and
Oh, thanks for being open and sharing so much
Yeah.
about yourself as well.
Oh,
Thanks
thank you for having
thanks for
me
all
here.
these experiences
Unfiltered.
and stories.
Unfiltered, real, raw, right?
We're sorry, Immos. We're sorry, Sai. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah. He made me do it.
He always does.
But we are very grateful for your presence tonight, and yeah, I honestly want to see this thing, what happens next, and yeah, all the best lepas ni. And,
Thank you.
And yeah, I want to be part of this, I guess. This has been a Sip Show, brought to you by Globest and Berhead.
KKIFF.
Alto for the
Alto for
lights.
the lights.
And
Egan for the sound.
And questions.
My name is
questions.
Anna.
Thanks to Chris juga. Audience, thanks to the pillar here, Lindo here, by the way.
Thanks for the Gen Z as well.
And menghapus jarak antara community. We'll see you in the next Sip episode. Ciao. Bye.